A new report from the Canadian Anti-Monopoly Project reveals Canada's cloud market is mainly dominated by Amazon, Microsoft, and Google, three U.S.-based tech giants that collectively control about 85% of the country's public cloud market. That's much higher than their global average of 66%, and experts say that this level of concentration could create risks for Canada.
Having it controlled by such a small handful of companies gives them ample opportunities not only to engage in sort of what we might consider anti-competitive practices in the market. It gives them the opportunity to make sure most of the value from innovation and competition accrues to them. It lets them keep other people out of the market, and it makes the people, businesses, and governments that rely on them dependent on them, because it can be very difficult to move and switch between providers.
From online banking and government services to streaming platforms and social media, cloud computing powers much of our daily lives. According to the report, Canada's public cloud market was estimated to be worth roughly $18.5 billion in 2025. The report also notes the federal government spends heavily on cloud services, with much of that spending flowing to Microsoft and Amazon. Researchers argue that while a stronger competition strategy is needed, it won't solve the problem on its own. Instead, policymakers should update Canada's cloud procurement standards and require companies to make their services compatible with other cloud providers.
From our perspective, the root of the problem is the difficulty that clients, including governments and businesses, have in changing between different providers and being able to pick from a selection of different vendors and technologies to use for their operations.
And with rising political tensions between Canada and the U.S., including the ongoing trade war, the report warns that relying so heavily on just three hyperscalers could leave Canada vulnerable to geopolitical pressure and pose risks to the country's digital sovereignty. The report comes as Ottawa prepares to unveil its new artificial intelligence plan this week, and it's expected to include a sovereign AI compute strategy. Jazan Grewal, Global News.